Hey VC, Jack here. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to do a couple of contest entries. Yep, it's going to be a twofer. I'm going to do 2 contests in 1 video. Why? Because it's my channel and I can. So the first contest I'm going to do is for Morten Astad, our friend from Norway. He's got a great channel. I have given him shout outs before. I like to think that I'm responsible for the over 600 subs that he already has, but he's making a push to 650 subs. He's almost there. He's up in the 630s. As we speak, I think he is traveling from Oslo in Norway to his hometown, Skagen in Denmark. That's where his heart lies. So, Morten, I hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a good, safe travels. Anyways, let's get started. First of all, of course, you have to sub to his channel. I've been a sub for a long time. You have to make a video. Well, I'm making a video, as you can see. And the first question that he wants us to answer is to shout out 3 channels that he does not think are subbed to his channel. So the 3 channels that I've chosen are Catherine S., Steve from Rustallion's Music Report, and Pete's channel, Sounds from the West Coast. And if you have not subbed to any of these channels, they're great channels. They're always looking for subscribers. Pete has an excellent channel. He is a prog nerd. His shows are just absolutely excellent. Morten, I would love to see Pete do an entry here because he knows more about Norwegian music than maybe you do, if that's possible. So anyways, third question. Show an artist with Norwegian blood, not actually from Norway. So I don't have any Canadian artists with Norwegian blood, but I have picked out a couple of American artists. And listen, I'm a citizen of North America, so that kind of works out as well. So the first one, did you know that Tom Waits has Norwegian blood? Yes, his mother is apparently from Oregon, and she has Norwegian roots. So Norwegian blood is coursing through Tom Waits' veins. This is The Heart of Saturday Night. I think this is his 2nd record. Sort of got his performance life started with this record. He started touring it. I saw him when he was opening acts for Bonnie Raitt and Maria Muldaur. He was fantastic. I've been a big Tom Waits fan. So Mr. Norwegian himself, Tom Waits. Got another Tom Waits album to show you. Blue Valentine, 1978. Another fantastic record from Tom Waits, from his early asylum years, his period where, yeah, he was less experimental, more music-y. Tom Waits. And also one that came right to mind. How about David Johansen? This is David's self-titled first record, I think, just called David Johansen. This is David Johansen's 2nd album called In Style. Great shots of David in the front, all gussied up. And who is David Johansen, you might ask? Well, he was only the lead singer for the New York Dolls. Got a New York Dolls album as well. This is a bootleg. It is Dallas Live. It's Dolls Live Dallas 1974. And of course, the members of the Dolls were David Johansen, Johnny Thunders, Sylvain, Jerry Nolan, and Peter Jordan. And this is from their last tour. It's a banger, all right. They do Pills, Frankenstein, Lone Star Queen, Don't Start Me Talking, Looking for a Kiss, Personality Crisis, Vietnamese Baby, Bad Girl, and Give 'Em a Great Big Kiss, Kiss Me. Fantastic bootleg. Great cover. And there's the cover from their first record on the back. So, very famous Norwegian. Still performing as Poindexter. What's his name? He calls himself Poindexter something. He changed his name for some reason. And I'm also going to show, this is cheating a little bit, but I am going to show this record again. I showed it in my last video, but this is Airbag's latest album. This is a VCLT from Steve from All the World Stage. Thanks again, Steve. I listened to it last night for the 2nd time. Fantastic record. And Airbag is a Norwegian band, prog band. Fantastic stuff. All right, and last but not least, show an album that was released in 1971. That was the year of Morten's birth, And man, there were some great records released in 1971. I was 15 years old when you were born, Morton. But this is Rory Gallagher's second album, Deuce. Fantastic record. I'd never seen Morton talk about Rory Gallagher. I don't know if he has any Rory Gallagher records, but if he doesn't, he should. This is a fantastic record. I think it's the best record he's ever recorded. But that's just my humble opinion. Actually, any Rory Gallagher record is worth having. So there you go, Morton. Did I do everything? Showed a video, shout outs, show an album. Yes, okay. Showed the 1971 album. So Morton, I know you're going to get to easily get to 650. Hopefully you get up to 750. 750,000, as Mike from MGK Boston would say. So the next contest I'm going to enter is one for Doug Anderson and his channel called the Auditory Vinyl. He used to have his channel called just Doug Anderson, and he changed it. He dropped that first channel, and he's starting a new one. He is up in the 90s. He doesn't have a number in mind, but he used to have around 250 subscribers. I'd love to see him surpass that with this contest, and the contest is called 1, 2, 3, Go. Easy to enter, easy questions to answer as well. And Morton, by the way, I think that Doug has some Scandinavian roots as well with a last name like Anderson, wouldn't you say? So this ties in nicely. Okay, first question. Shout out another channel and show a record you might see on the channel or a record that he might like. Well, I am not going to give a shout out to a starting channel. I am going to give a shout out to a very established channel, and that is JT's Record Room. JT's got a great channel. He has got broad musical tastes. He's become a friend of mine. He is a fantastic digger. We all know he goes to Bill's Garage, he thrifts, he buys collections, he goes to Japan, he buys records in Japan, he buys records in Thailand. When he goes to Thailand, to a second home there. Just a great guy. I know that we are destined to meet one day. He's from Reno, Nevada, but he has got a nephew that has just moved up to the Okanagan here in BC. And he tells me that he is due for a visit one day in the next year when he can find some time. So JT, when you do that, I will either meet you in the Okanagan or I'll meet you in Vancouver or whatever you want. I'm happy to meet you. Okay, getting back to Doug's contest. The first question is, I'm going to show you the records that I think JT might show on his channel or would like to see. The first one here is an Ian Matthews album, and it's called Tigers Will Survive. Ian Matthews used to be a member of Fairport Convention for a fleeting moment, went on to a long solo career. This is on the Vertigo label, and it is a Vertigo swirl. JT, I know you'd enjoy that. And another record that you might see on JT's channel is this Tim Hardin album. Tim Hardin is a folk singer from the 60s and 70s. Wrote If I Was a Carpenter. Great songwriter. I know that JT would love this record. This is some demos, and it's called Tim Hardin 4. So there you go. JT would love those records, and JT might show those records on his channel. Next question. Show two artists that are rarely seen on the VC and you think people would like to see. Well, how about Burning Spear? I think I'm the only one that ever featured a Burning Spear album. This is called Marcus Garvey. Burning Spear are the real deal, man. They are dark, deep reggae, led by the one and only Winston Rodney. I've seen these guys in concert. I saw them in the early 90s. Just fantastic, fantastic. Songs like Marcus Garvey, Slavery Days, Old Marcus Garvey, Jordan River, Red, Gold, and Green. Fantastic record. Check out Winston's other albums under the name Burning Spear. You won't be disappointed. This is from 1970, I think 1974, 1975. Their first release in North America anyways. Next, I'll show a band, a local band from British Columbia, actually from Kelowna in the Okanagan. They started out in Kelowna. They're a Vancouver band now, and the band is called Black Mountain. This is In the Future. It's a double album. kind of heavy psych, hard rock. Great, great band. Never see anybody mention these guys, but I know that I've shown this before and I've gotten some comments, but check them out. Black Mountain. Next question is, show 3 albums that have an artist in 3 different bands. So an artist that has been part of 3 different bands. So I am going to pick out Steve Winwood, and the first band he was in when he was 14, 15, 16, Spencer Davis Group. This was an album called Heavies. Not their best work, but this was in the bargain bins a long, long time ago. I got this for $1 or something like that. Yeah, he got a start. And Muff Winwood, his brother, was in the Spencer Davis Group. And yeah, they make a pretty fantastic duo in that band. He, of course, moved on to none other than Traffic. Here is Welcome to the Canteen. Traffic is such a terrific soulful band. Sometimes they're a 3-piece, sometimes they're a 4-piece, sometimes they're a 5-piece. Changes as the mood strikes Steve, and members move in and out. This is Last Exit, Traffic, and this was a 1972 release, I think, maybe 1971. Last Exit, Traffic, and one of their better known albums, The Low Spark of High Heel Boys. This is just absolutely fantastic. There's the band, yeah, 6-piece there. Fantastic piece of work. I never get tired of listening to Traffic. I know Mike from MGK is a big Traffic fan as well. And if that wasn't enough, of course, Steve has had a fantastic solo career, but he was a member of one of the first super groups. I am just going to cover that up there. This is the band cover for North America. This is the gatefold here. This is what the cover looked like when it was first released in the States. But Blind Faith, members of Blind Faith. Who do we have here? We have Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gretsch. They really were a super group. Blind Faith. So there you go. There is my person that was in 3 different bands. And of course, he went on to a long and lengthy successful solo group as a solo artist, excuse me. So there you have it. Thanks for letting me do the contest. It was fun doing that, guys. Both Morton and Doug have fantastic channels. Why don't you sub them up, give them some support if you haven't already. Give them likes, and let's get Doug back up to where he was before, at least, if not more. So till the next time, I will talk to you guys later, and have a great weekend. Cheers.